Um, I don't know how well this is gonna work, but I wanted to record again. I want to set up a schedule of uploading a vlog every Tuesday and Thursday, just so that I can have a pattern and a reason to um keep going. I tried to make a vlog a few weeks or months ago, and it ended up the audio ended up cutting out, and I couldn't hear anything on my end, so I decided not to upload it. Um, I've been testing to see if this will actually work, and hopefully it does. Um, the reason why I want to make vlogs is uh, is that I am suicidal and I have very little reason to live. I have been living in this apartment with no family or friends and nothing to really do or to keep going. I really would prefer to do these videos on on every day, just so that I can have something to do, to exist, to have a reason to keep going. I used to make vlogs like 8 or 9 years ago. Um, I didn't get many subscribers. I only got like 70 or 75. But it was something, it showed that people were interested in what I wanted to say. I'm kind of scared again because the audio might cut out and there might not be any like actual sound. Um Also, the camera keeps skipping segments of the video. I've already tested it out, and I re-looked back at old recordings whenever it skipped over, and it still it still worked. So hopefully it does now. If the video doesn't work properly, I'm still probably going to upload it because it doesn't matter as long as somebody can hear me. I need I need a reason to keep living. I have um I have a brother that I occasionally talk to through text, and through Discord. Beyond that, I, I guess I have a sister. Um, she doesn't talk to me a lot. Um, I think if I asked, I could actually get her phone number. It's just I've never gotten around to doing so. Um, let's see. What else? I want to try to make these videos at least 10 minutes long. Um, and try to keep to help my sanity. Um, the urge to end my life is great. I have medication that I take every day. Um, and the thoughts to use it to overdose is very high. I literally have to fight myself and find tricks in my head to like avoid thinking about ending my life and to keep going. Um, One of the probably healthiest things I ironically have is I just recently bought a PlayStation 5, and although I can't play with anybody on it and I can't really like do co-op or other things, having a video game to focus on does help. It just it keeps it's one of the best distractions I can find that keeps me stable. It not only keeps me stable, but if I play long enough, I end up having my mind drawn towards doing my chores that I have set myself to do every day. Um, the chores that I do every day are make my bed, do the dishes, take out the trash, and then walk and feed my dog that I actually have. Um, yeah. Uh, Maybe I'll grow an audience. I don't. I don't really know. I used to I used to have a on Twitter. I used to have an audience of, or at least a follower count of 30,000. But that was really I was a video editor back then, and it's a bit more sooner than my vlogging channel that I quit. But I still I don't want to do the content on there. I still have the I still have connections to the account. I can still go on it, but I don't find I find that people are more interested in the content that I provide on there than me myself. And yeah. Um Beyond that, I on my own depression, beyond that, I suffer from schizophrenia, and I deal with voices, and occasionally I see things, but it's more hearing than it is seeing. Um it can get nightmarish. It can get uh scary whenever it's visual. Whenever it is just hearing things, it's overwhelming. I try to push it away. Um, yeah. Uh, I deal with isolation a lot. Being here in this apartment, it's mostly just like a studio. Um, Except it has two rooms. It has a bed. It has a bedroom, and then it has beyond that door. There's a kitchen and living room. Um, yeah. Uh, I need to find a reason to live, and I'm gonna try and use this as my reason. If I'm able to do it every Tuesday and Thursday, do these vlogs and just talk. Better yet, if people actually end up somehow finding this and watching it or subscribing even a little bit, I I, I do kind of want to try to do this daily and talk about the traumatic things I deal with, because the voices say a lot of bad things, and the things that I see whenever it happens, it's horrifying. Um, I do have connections to a case manager, um, a nurse that comes over here at least once a month and does a monthly injection, which is a shot that people with schizophrenia have or tend to take, Um, and it's supposed to mellow them out, and it doesn't really do anything for me, but I still take it because I think that I would be worse off if I didn't. Um, on other notes that are more depressing, or that are still depressing, um, it turns out that I've done some lab work with the nurse, and she's had we went to a lab that had my blood drawn, and it turns out that I might actually have diabetes, but it's not too far off, meaning that like I the way that there was a second nurse that's more deals with medication more, or like a nurse practitioner. I don't know what that means, but that's what I saw in the door. Said that I was in the direction of having diabetes, but I was not too far off, and that I could still save myself from having it, which is weird. I think I should say something positive to have myself focus on something positive before I end the video. Uh, I think I think I'm lucky to have a dog. At least, like, I was running through thoughts in my head about how to end my life, and then I just looked at my dog and she started wagging her tail, and she just seemed so happy to see me. She helps a lot more than I ever think she does. Yeah. Um if you watch this, thank you for putting your attention on something as random as me, or as bad as me, or as good as me. I don't know. Um most of the days that I live outside of the chores that I do, I watch Let's Plays, and which are people who play video games online or on YouTube, and they like to do it comedically usually. Um, and one of the content creators that I've recently found, or not recently, but I've recently been hooked on their content, was Game Grumps. Dan and Aaron are co-hosting most of the videos there. They also have a different channel called The Grumps, which are just like a once a week. Every Monday they host a video series called the 10-minute Power Hour, the 10-minute Power Hour, and they do something random, or like a challenge, or like a game to play, or just something to do. It's one of my goals in life to it seems really far off and highly unlikely because of everything that I'm struggling with right now, but I want to be a Let's Player. I want to do I want to play video games, and I want to record them even with other people and just goof around and be idiots. I just find no people around want to talk to me. Yeah. It's always quiet. It's always really quiet. Well, this went further than I thought. I got to 15 minutes. Hopefully, at least the voice went through. Hopefully, not like last month where I tried to do this and I think it was like I ended up rambling for 20 or 30 minutes and the voices ended up getting canceled out and I couldn't hear anything through the recording. Hopefully it'll work now. Because I don't know what would happen if it didn't. I put a lot of effort into doing these kinds of things. And having this as a reason to keep living is better than having no reason to keep living. Thank you for listening. Subscribe if you like what you saw or heard. Like the video if you liked it. Yeah. Thank you for watching.